evolving world of architecture, the minimalist concrete farmhouse has emerged as a bold yet calming design movement. It combines the grounded rawness of concrete with the simplicity of minimalist principles and the warmth of farmhouse tradition. This style doesn't just shape buildings, it shapes how people feel, live, and connect to their environment. The materials at the heart of this design speak of permanence and grounding. Concrete and stone are not just structural, they're symbolic of durability and timelessness. By using earth-derived materials in their raw state, architects create farmhouses that feel deeply connected to the land and their surroundings. Minimalist farmhouses built with concrete often radiate a profound sense of silence. The absence of decorative clutter, coupled with the muted tones of stone and concrete, evokes a meditative calm. Silence here isn't emptiness, it's a presence, a quality of space that encourages reflection and mindfulness. The beauty of this style lies in restraint. Instead of ornate facades or elaborate trim, walls remain plain, forms remain geometric, and textures tell the story. Each surface, from smooth polished concrete to rough-hewn stone, is carefully considered so that the house's true character emerges through simplicity. Traditional farmhouses celebrated practicality and modest living. This aesthetic respects that heritage but redefines it for a modern world. While past farmhouses used wood and brick, the minimalist concrete farmhouse introduces a contemporary twist, functional, enduring, and stripped to its essential form, yet still echoing the humility of rural architecture. Concrete becomes a canvas for architectural imagination. Its natural gray tone offers a neutral foundation for light and shadow to play across surfaces. Depending on finish and texture, it can feel cool and industrial or warm and rustic. It's a versatile medium that adapts beautifully to minimalist farmhouse expression. In minimalist design, light is as important as structure. Wide windows, skylights, and carefully placed openings sculpt the interior atmosphere. Morning light softens the raw concrete, sunset warms it. By working with natural illumination, the home shifts its mood throughout the day, becoming a living, breathing space. The minimalist farmhouse embraces openness. Instead of closed-off rooms, spaces flow seamlessly into one another. Living, dining, and kitchen areas share light and volume, while minimal partitions allow for fluidity. This openness reflects the simplicity of rural life, where communal spaces foster connection and togetherness. Farmhouses have always been about function, and concrete amplifies this principle. From durable walls to easy-to-maintain floors, every choice is practical. Function isn't hidden but celebrated. In a minimalist farmhouse, even the staircase or structural beam becomes a design element, merging utility with aesthetic presence. Despite its raw strength, concrete works in harmony with the natural environment. Minimalist farmhouses often frame views of open fields, forests, or mountains, reminding residents of their bond with the landscape. Large openings dissolve barriers between indoors and outdoors, turning nature into the home's ever-changing artwork. Muted shades dominate this aesthetic. Grays, off-whites, beiges, and earthy browns create a sense of tranquility. The palette doesn't demand attention, but instead provides a backdrop for life, light, and natural textures to shine. These tones help keep the atmosphere calm, grounded, and timeless. What the design lacks in ornament, it compensates in texture. Smooth polished concrete, rough stone walls, brushed wood, and woven textiles work together to create layers of subtle richness. These contrasts remind us that simplicity can be deeply tactile, offering comfort to both eyes and hands. Minimalist concrete farmhouses are at once rustic and modern. They echo the spirit of agricultural buildings, barns, silos, granaries, but with clean lines and minimalist intention. By balancing heritage with innovation, they create homes that are firmly rooted in tradition yet entirely suited to contemporary life. Every material in a minimalist concrete farmhouse has purpose. Reclaimed wood adds warmth, steel frames provide support, and stone anchors the structure to its landscape. Nothing is chosen for excess. Instead, materials speak through honesty and integrity, ensuring that every element contributes meaningfully to the whole. Interiors are uncluttered, but they are not cold. Minimal furniture pieces, well-crafted tables, low-profile seating, handmade ceramics bring comfort without overwhelming the space. A few intentional objects become focal points, proving that minimalism isn't about deprivation, but about careful, deliberate living. Sliding glass walls, courtyards, and terraces ensure seamless transitions between inside and out. Concrete patios extend interior floors while greenery softens structural edges. The home feels less like an isolated object and more like a continuation of the landscape where architecture and environment exist in harmony. Minimalist concrete farmhouses often incorporate sustainable practices. Passive cooling, solar panels, rainwater harvesting, and natural ventilation reduce environmental impact. Concrete itself, when locally sourced and thoughtfully used, can provide thermal mass that stabilizes indoor climates. Simplicity here is not just aesthetic, it's ecological responsibility. The success of these farmhouses lies in balance. Volumes, voids, and alignments are carefully proportioned, ensuring harmony in every line. Spaces are not too large nor too small, they feel measured and human-scaled. This careful calibration contributes to the sense of serenity that defines the aesthetic. Concrete finds balance in contrast. Rough and smooth, light and shadow, cool and warm, it thrives when paired with other elements. A polished concrete floor might meet a textured stone wall, while warm wooden beams offset the coolness of a concrete ceiling. Contrast brings depth to simplicity. The exterior of the farmhouse is often framed by equally restrained landscaping. Instead of ornate gardens, natural grasses, gravel paths, and native plants extend the architectural language. Landscaping mirrors the building's simplicity, ensuring the home belongs seamlessly to its setting without unnecessary decoration. Silence in design means restraint in sensory overload. No loud colors, no cluttered patterns, no excess ornamentation. The minimalist concrete farmhouse allows silence to become part of daily life, creating an atmosphere where the mind can rest and where the subtleties of light, sound, and texture are appreciated. Air and space are as much a part of the design as concrete and stone. High ceilings, cross-ventilation, and wide circulation areas ensure a sense of breathability. The home doesn't feel heavy or closed, it feels open, light, and alive, inviting inhabitants to breathe with it. Minimalist concrete farmhouses often feel almost monastic. Their stillness encourages a slower pace of life, moments of pause, and deeper connection with the environment. These homes don't overwhelm their residents with excess. They invite them to reflect, to simplify, and to focus on what matters most. Concrete weathers beautifully. Over years, surfaces gain patina, cracks tell stories, and textures deepen. Instead of resisting change, these homes embrace it, growing richer with age. The minimalist aesthetic ensures that as decades pass, the farmhouse remains timeless, neither trendy nor outdated, but enduring. While rooted in rural tradition, this design draws influence from global movements, Japanese wabi-sabi, Scandinavian minimalism, and brutalist architecture. The concrete farmhouse is a global dialogue, blending humility, simplicity, and raw strength into a uniquely modern yet universally resonant form. Even when built in open landscapes, these farmhouses create intimate zones. Courtyards, alcoves, and nooks balance expansive surroundings with private moments. The design proves that minimalism isn't about emptiness, it's about creating meaningful, human-centered spaces that feel both vast and personal. Although minimalist, this style requires extraordinary craftsmanship. Perfectly aligned joints, smooth concrete pours, and carefully cut stone are essential. The simplicity reveals everything. There's no ornament to hide mistakes. Each line, each finish, and each material must be executed with precision and care. Luxury in this aesthetic isn't about gold finishes or lavish chandeliers. It's about space, light, and the richness of simplicity. A minimalist concrete farmhouse communicates a subtle, refined kind of luxury, one that whispers instead of shouts, privileging peace, authenticity, and quality over opulence. Ultimately, this aesthetic teaches harmony between architecture and nature, between simplicity and function, between silence and life. It encourages mindful living where residents feel not just sheltered but enriched by their surroundings. The house becomes not just a dwelling but a way of being. The minimalist concrete farmhouse aesthetic represents more than architecture, it's a philosophy. Rooted in earth, strengthened by stone, and enriched by silence, it shows us how to live with clarity, balance, and purpose. In a noisy world, these homes stand as havens of calm, timeless reminders of simplicity's profound beauty.